Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of Syncing with ServiceNow. I'm your host, Andy Whiteside. I've got Fred Reynolds with me. Fred runs our modern apps practice, which is a big dose of that is ServiceNow. Fred, how's it going?
Going great, Andy. Glad to be back. I missed the last couple of podcasts. I'm excited to be back with you.
You're not in your normal office.
No, I'm not. I'm actually down at the lake house.
Oh, cool.
Came to do some power washing tonight, but it's freezing, so I'm kind of regretting that. So being in suit power washing is not going to work well when it's cold.
It's crazy. I mean, don't worry. It'll be hot as you know what pretty soon.
Indeed.
We've got a bunch of guys visiting, one of which is from Montreal, and he's like, man, this weather's phenomenal. I'm like, no, dude, it's cold.
It is.
It's like, hot here? And I'm like, well, yeah, it gets hot.
Hot and humid.
What about humid? Like, it's a little humid. Like, does it get humid there? Yeah, for a week or two. I'm like, no.
They haven't seen humid.
We got 4 months of humid coming.
You're doing
all right. Well, we have an interesting topic today, and this is all about the ServiceNow conference that's coming up, Knowledge, which hopefully people are going to. The blog is named. Okay, so the date today is April 25th, 2023. This blog is from February, and the title of it is 4 Reasons to Say Yes to the Duress. 4 reasons to say yes to ServiceNow Knowledge 2023. Fred, we hit technical topics and then we hit kind of, surface level topics. Why are we talking about knowledge?
Well, and it's a good point. We do like to have these technical conversations on these podcasts, but the truth is this is the biggest user community event that ServiceNow has, for its customers, for its partners. Knowledge 2023 is going to be really big this year. They did not have it for a couple of years during COVID, so this is getting everybody back together. You're talking about thousands of people, lots of content. So I'm really excited to attend Knowledge 23 this year. We want to help, make sure people are aware of it. We got another month to go before we get there, or a few weeks, I should say. So hopefully more people can get to Knowledge if they want to go.
Well, and how many free passes has XenTegra given out?
10. So we still maybe have 1 or 2 passes we can get a hold of. If somebody hears this podcast and wants to attend, reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely. We want, XenTegra's model, build a community of customers, employees, and vendors. These conferences, which you've experienced with us, I think twice now, this is where it happens.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so excited about this. I've gone to other conferences that were other technology leaders, but ServiceNow's presence was known through us there and how easily it all integrated with it. So this is ServiceNow's conference, and they have so much I think they're going to help uncover through the Utah release and just some of the content they're working on. So this is, we'll get into it here in this podcast, Andy, but I think that just a number of activities they have at these events over 4 days is really amazing. It's going to be large.
And I can't wait to get to number 3, because that's the one that I get the most excited about, because just humans being around humans and sharing, and we really try to pull that out of people. Those
XenTegra does a great job of that for sure.
All right, number 1, amazing content. What does that mean?
So with this conference, I'll say it like this in a general level. So amazing content means that, one, they have it set up with a lot of keynotes throughout at least 3 days of it. So I think the keynotes start on Tuesday. The event starts on Sunday, Monday, but Tuesday starts keynotes, Andy, and there's so much to gain out of these keynotes because, Bill McDermott will kick it off. Then it'll start getting into different things that are really focused on areas for people, like, saving money, cost reduction, things like that they can work on to, how to make the ServiceNow platform work for you. All of these types of keynotes. There's 6 different keynotes that I've counted over the days that we'll be there. So that's one way they do it. Another thing they do is they have a lot of sessions where you can go and learn from users themselves. So they have customer panels where they go in there and talk to some of the customers that are using ServiceNow, how it's benefited them. Then you have ServiceNow themselves delivering some live demo conversations, very interactive. A lot of it is just about learning, gives you a place to ask the question. So in some areas that I looked at around, let's just say AI or something, Andy, there's multiple sessions on there. So soon they have a sign up list where you have to sign up for the classes for everyone that's going. And they fill up pretty quickly for all the hot topics, but there's, 9 sessions per most of the main topics. They haven't broken off in some of the verticals like healthcare or finance. manufacturing. So you have it focused on those particular sessions. Another one I'm excited about is CreatorCon, or the build space, Andy, which we were talking about earlier today. Building applications through ServiceNow for some of our vendors, for making it easy for customers to go to the ServiceNow store and grab an app to do exactly what they were looking to do to solve a use case. It's amazing what the platform allows you to do. So I'm interested to get there, go to a few sessions on the build part of the platform, and CreatorCon shows a lot of what people have done. They come there and showcase, what they've worked on.
Right. Yeah, we experienced that recently at the conference, the IGEL Disrupt conference we went to, where people came just like a breakout session, and they said they weren't coming, but when the time came, they did, and their interaction was just really valuable.
Absolutely, indeed.
All right, next one says immersive experiences, and I don't take enough advantage of that when I go to conferences. But what do we expect at ServiceNow Knowledge in terms of immersive experiences?
Yeah, Andy, I hope maybe you do go into a couple of these, especially at the expo hall, where people are actually showing the demos and allowing you to put hands on the keyboard. There's actually labs as part of Knowledge. Well, if you wanted to put your hand on the keyboard and do some of the things, you can actually go in there, sign up, take your computer, work in the environment, be a configurator, a developer for a day. I mean, some of these things you want to look at solving allows you to get in there, put your hands on the keyboard and work with the people who have done it before. So very immersive as far as labs, and also the demonstrations of what people have already done with the platform. So it really opens your mind up to the possibilities of what you can do.
Yeah, picture's worth a million words.
It is. And for this, Andy, just like the last conference we were at, having just the conversations, you learn from other people as to what they're doing with a platform, or what they wish they could solve. And when you explain to them how they can do it, through a platform like this, it kind of the wheels go off the rails. And I was telling someone, there with that IGEL conference that they're dreaming up all the use cases. I could easily, tell them how ServiceNow can fulfill that, but they have all the ideas in their head. So.
Yeah. Well, you take their ideas, somebody else's in their industry's ideas, the vendor's ideas, our ideas. I mean, it's limitless.
And this immersive experience, that expo hall is going to give you that. So as you go through the expo hall and go to some of the labs, you'll see it, you'll be able to do it as well.
Yeah, so we'll do some stuff this year to kind of get people together, talking about number 3 here, networking opportunities. But as we get deeper and deeper in this ServiceNow thing, we'll start doing birds with feathers and happy hours and pre-event dinners, and just grabbing people in the meal area and just say, hey, Bob, do you know Tom? He's from here and you're from there, and y'all do the same thing, and boom, magic happens.
And I think the networking opportunities here at ServiceNow Knowledge is going to be there for us as well. We're taking customers with us. We'll make sure we connect our customers with each other, our customers with the vendor, and have a lot of those conversations to learn from each other, and of course attend some of the activities that are already planned as part of Knowledge, as far as from networking, the receptions, the happy hours.
Yeah, I love how that just kind of happens when you do it the right way.
Indeed.
All right, so anything else around networking opportunities?
Nope, I think that'll cover it.
All right, so fun activities. All right, what do they have going on this year? Am I going to get to see Bon Jovi sing?
You're not going to see Bon Jovi, but I believe who their last closing concert is One Republic. So if you like One Republic, that's who the concert's going to be. It'll be, I think, a 5 to 8 concert. So I'm not sure if there's anything in front of it, but definitely I think they're going to have a night of a concert there with One Republic. So they always do something really big. Hey, when Bill McDermott comes out as a keynote, last time, Andy, we were there for SCO, he came out with a marching band. And if I'm not I'm trying to think of who the artist was he was dancing to. You remember?
Man, I can't remember.
No.
I would say remember what I listened to on the way to work this morning, but actually can, which is unusual.
He's a concert in himself, so yeah. But the closing concerts at One Republic, they have a reception before that, then the closing concert. So they like to have a little fun with it as well.
Right, and that's just it. I mean, this is, if you're in the ServiceNow world, this is your Super Bowl week.
Yes.
And anything we can do to make that bigger and better and happen for you, we definitely want to.
Absolutely.
Brett, that's it. I mean, this will be technically your first time going to Knowledge, because historically you've put other people in front of you and got your people to go.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm really excited to go. It's funny, for 8 years, I wanted to get there. Always had tickets but always pushed my employees to go to it so they can learn, come back and bring the knowledge to me. But I'm really excited to go. They always have high marks about what they got out of it, and the value of it. So I'm looking forward to going myself and spending time with my team and the customers that are coming with us. So
Sweet. Well, Fred, that's it. Anything else going on in your world you want to talk about?
oh, there's a lot going on. We have a ton going on. Go ahead.
What's the latest with our managed service offerings? I know those went live a week or two ago.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So we have our own domain separated instance up and live and ready for our customers. For those that either want to be fully hosted, we can handle everything from all the upgrades, all the configuration, administrative tasks, anything from end to end that a customer would like from a ServiceNow platform, but not having to do it themselves. We can do. We can also, we're making it available for smaller size customers that aren't meeting the minimum licensing size for ServiceNow. We have no minimums to licenses, and we certainly can make the implementation costs drastically smaller based on the fact that it is a kind of a canned solution. So ITSM, for instance, we spin that up. You get out of the box with a couple of customizations that XenTegra did, and then you just start consuming it. But it is live and ready.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been using it as a end user for a couple weeks now, and yeah, all good.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, sir. Well, I will let you go. Hopefully next week we'll have Kristen back and we can get some technical content back. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Our time.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about
knowledge is going to be a big event. So
it is. You got to talk about this kind of stuff because it all adds up to the experience when you're a ServiceNow consumer, buyer, shop.
Indeed. Well, we may do a follow-up later about knowledge, maybe make it more interactive as some of the things we learned, but certainly it's hard to talk about an event that's going to be 4 days long, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. So, but hopefully we got the message out there, and it's going to be a big event, and hopefully if somebody's listening that wants to attend it, they can reach out to us.
Yeah, for sure. We will definitely have what we learned at ServiceNow recap.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, thank you.
Well, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time.
Yes, sir.